Hello, friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixieland. My name is Amy, and I am an ordained minister, and we are in Bible study. We are in the NIV, and we will be through 2025, and in 2026, we'll start the KJV. Right now, in this video, we are in the book of Genesis, and we are in chapter 44, a silver cup in a sack. So, now Joseph gave these instructions to the stewards of his house. Fill the men's sack with as much food as they can carry, and put each man's silver in the mouth of his sack. Then put my cup, the silver one, in the mouth of the youngest one's sack, along with the silver for his grain. And he did as Joseph said. So he's setting them up. As morning dawned, the men were sent on their way with their donkeys. They had not gone far from the city when Joseph said to his steward, "Go after these men at once, and when you catch up with them, say to them, 'Why have you repaid good with evil? Isn't this the cup my master drinks from and also uses for divination? This is a wicked thing you have done.'" So so Joseph scries then. If he's using the cup for divination, it means he's using it to peer into and scry. When he caught up with them, he repeated these words to them. But then they said to him, "Why does my Lord say such things? Far be it from your servants to do anything like that. When we even brought back to you from the land of Canaan the silver we found in the mouth of our sacks. Why would we steal silver or gold from your master's house? If any of your servants is found to have it, he will die, and the rest of us will become my Lord's slaves." That's not good. "Very well then," he said, "let it be as you say. Whoever is found to have it will become my slave, and the rest of you will be free from blame." Oh, so he's just going to take Benjamin. Okay. Each of them quickly lowered his sack to the ground and opened it. Then the steward proceeded to search, beginning with the oldest and ending with the youngest. And the cup was found in Benjamin's sack. At this, they tore their clothes, and then they loaded their donkeys and returned to the city. Joseph was still in the house when Judah and his brothers came in. They threw themselves to the ground before him. Joseph said to them, "What is this you have done? Don't you know that a man like me can find things out by divination?" Oh, see, now that's not good, because his divination stuff is from God, right? So don't claim something's from God that isn't from God. Don't say he said something he didn't say, and don't ever claim his work. That's got some punishment. Now, I also understand what he's doing. He's testing them. Will they just give up their youngest brother into slavery? And the answer is no, because they all came back, right? "What can we say to my Lord?" Judah replied. "What can we say? How can we prove our innocence? God has uncovered your servant's guilt. We are now my Lord's slaves, we ourselves and the one who was found to have the cup." But Joseph said, "Far be it from me to do such a thing. Only the man who was found to have the cup will become my slave. The rest of you go back to your father in peace." Then Judah went to him and said, "Please, my Lord, let your servant speak a word to my Lord. Do not be angry with your servant, though you are equal to Pharaoh himself. My Lord asked his servants, 'Do you have a father or a brother?' And we answer, 'We have an aged father, and there is a young son born to him in his old age. His brother is dead, and he is the only one of his mother's sons left, and his father loves him. Then you said to your servants, bring him to me so I can see him for myself. And we said to my Lord, the boy cannot leave his father. If he leaves him, the father will die. But you told your servants, unless your brother comes down with you, you will not see my face again. When we went back to your servant, my father, we told him what my Lord had said. Then he said, go back and buy a little bit more food. But we said, we cannot go down. Only if our youngest brother goes with us will we go. We cannot see the man's face unless our youngest brother is with us. Your servant, my father, said to us, You know that my wife bore me 2 sons. One of them went away from me, and I said, he has surely been torn to pieces, and I have not seen him since. If you take this one from me, too, and harm comes to him, you will bring my gray head down to the grave in misery. So now he knows why his father didn't go looking for him. He knows what lie they told. So now, if the boy is not with us when I go back to your servant, my father, and if my father, whose life is closely bound up with the boy's life, see that the boy isn't there, he will die. Your servants will bring the gray head of our father down to the grave in sorrow. Your servant guaranteed the boy's safety to my father. And I said, if I do not bring him back to you, I will bear the blame before you, my life, my father, all my life. Now please, let your servant remain here as my lord's slave in place of the boy, and let the boy return to with his brothers. How can I go back to my father if the boy is not with me? No, do not let me see the misery that would come upon my father. Like, no, I cannot have this. Take me instead. And for Judah, who was the one who said, let's sell him into slavery, instead of just killing him, putting himself in slavery to protect Joseph's brother. Some kind of lesson learned, right?